What is up, Sooner Nation? Welcome back to Double Trouble. Got me and Hunter here. Jeremy's getting ready to hop on, just getting home, so he will be joining us just probably in 1 or 2 minutes. He'll be on here. Mark's already got him going with the fruit comment. Here we go. Hey, guys, appreciate you as always for joining us. It's Thursday night. Sooners are 2-0 in softball. We're going to talk tonight about a few different things, and I want to lead off with a few things. One, we're going to talk about who's wide receiver one for Oklahoma. I see a lot of stuff already rolling in the comments. We're going to get to them all. Two, I want to talk a little bit NIL. I really do. Just some stuff about OU and stuff. So we'd like to talk about that as well. So those are some things for tonight. As always, whatever y'all want to talk about, throw it in the chat. We'll be there for you to talk about it. So let's get rolling. I see a lot of comments coming in about wide receiver one, Hunter. A lot of people talking about Burks. Looks like Burks and Anthony a lot on here.
Yeah, Andrell Anthony, the only concern is when's he going to be 100%?
Yeah.
ACL tear back in first weekend of October. How long is he going to be out? Probably going to be out of all of spring camp. So summer camp, how much will he be able to go? How limited will he be? And hopefully he can get a full fall camp. Get back into the rotation.
Hunter, give me the 4 receivers right now to start.
You're wanting 4, not 3?
Yes. I want 4. If it was 4 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back, who would they be?
All of those, like 6. So name 6 people.
Yeah.
All right. 4 wide receivers. I'm going to go with the 4 best on the team. Deion Burks, Andrell Anthony, Nick Anderson, Jaden Gibson. Tight end, Bauer Sharp. Running back, Gavin Sawchuk.
That's a pretty good. The only thing is, I agree with that, Hunter. I have a feeling Farouk's going to be starting in the slot. I don't know why. I just do. I know Burks to me is the guy. I think Burks is really.
I don't think.
What about this, Hunter? Sharp starts over Helms.
I think he should.
Listen, I think the thing with Helms, we don't know much about Sharp either, but Helms injury, it's a hard injury to come back.
The Helms injuries, everything is being said, though, that he is going to be healthy finally and good to go. But Bauer Sharp is a good enough tight end that you're not transferring to Oklahoma unless you're going to play a lot, because he could have went to a lot of other schools. It wasn't just OU offering him out of a small school where he came from. If he wouldn't have been recruited as a quarterback, he would have been a highly recruited tight end out of high school. A lot of people kind of forget about that part. The reason,
like Sooner fan says, Helms is 4-star.
Helms was a 4-star. Jake Roberts was, I believe, a 3 to higher 4-star. Devon Mitchell was a 5-star in the 25 class before he reclassified and somehow dropped 100 spots. Not sure how that one works. But they've had a lot of tight end talent, like recruiting-wise. Caden Helms, like Sooner fan says, 4-star out of high school. I think that's a good issue to have, is having that much skill in the tight end room compared to what was there in 2023.
Yeah, I saw Mess's 4 receivers. He did not have Gibson on there, so that's interesting. Anthony, we'll address this when Jeremy gets on. We'll leave that comment for Jeremy to answer. Let's see. Bobby says,
I think you're right on that. I think you see quite a bit of 2 tight end sets, a good amount of rotation. Cade McIntyre as well. We haven't talked about him. He looked really good the first game of the year. He had like a 29-yard reception. Then you never really saw him again. He was a 3 to 4-star, depending on the service, out of high school. So there's a lot of tight ends. Devon Mitchell, he might only be 17 years old, but it's going to be very hard to keep him off the field in year 1, even in the SEC.
Yeah, and don't forget, Sooner fan, DePaul does not have football. So they're strictly basketball. And you do have that, and it's closer to Chicago. Ron, let me give kudos to Ron for a second. Ron's been putting this comment in here for the last, I think, 6 months. Moser wants out of Norman. That's all he puts. And look, some of the stuff you're seeing, on Twitter and stuff, it's like, is this true? And is it because OU's a football school? I'll say this. Take OU as a football school, right? And NIL, everybody heard the interview from the NIL guy. How much money towards football? I think it's pretty clear that basketball is not getting a ton of money at OU, probably. Okay? Go look at teams like Creighton, DePaul, St. Louis, some of these schools like that. They do not have football. All their NIL money, basketball is what makes their money. So they're getting probably a lot more for basketball.
If you look at what Oklahoma brought in through the portal, I think it's wrong to say OU doesn't have NIL money.
I didn't say they don't have any money. And don't even get me started on NIL tonight. I promise you I'm going to go off on a rant tonight on NIL. I will. Because I've heard some numbers, and what I've heard is it's not true, Hunter.
I was thinking that myself, and I believe Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield did not win Comeback Player of the Year. That was just announced. That went to Joe Flacco. So
you're kidding me.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco?
I'm shocked that Baker Mayfield did not win the award, and it wasn't because of DeMar Hamlin. Very shocked to see Baker not win that.
Hey, they're talking about Moser on here, Jeremy. Your thoughts?
Do you really want me to go there?
Yeah, I do. And then
thoughts
I'm
on what?
Something on NIL. I'm kind of upset.
Thoughts on what?
People asked about him going to Paul.
You really want it?
I've already asked. I'm waiting on it, Jeremy.
Here's my thoughts. If there's,
Jeremy,
and I am serious. I'm always serious. Listen, if there is, how do I want to word this to not ruffle too many feathers? Look, if he wants back to his hometown, whatever, but the fact that to sit here and act like you don't know that OU's a football school and that, look,
Who said he didn't say that?
What?
Porter didn't say that.
Oh, I thought that's what I was reading on the side here.
No, where people are saying, is that why he's wanting to leave?
I don't know why he's wanting to leave, Jay. They're obviously not going to fire the guy, but you know my thoughts on Porter Moser, Jay.
I'm waiting to hear him. I don't understand what you're talking about.
What is your question on if I think he's going to DePaul?
No, the thoughts of him entertaining the ideas or whatever.
It's a joke.
Why?
It's a step down.
I don't know.
He can't win big boy basketball. Is that why he's wanting to leave?
What?
He can't win big boy basketball?
I don't know. I think it's probably if he does leave. Nobody even knows if he will. And Ron is
why
exactly
is it being
right.
brought up? Did he come out? Did he come out and say something today? I've been
no. He has said nothing. It was Twitter rumors, Twitter stuff. Okay, it's it. But Ron's been saying it for 6 months that Moser wants out.
Ron has been saying it.
I will say that. But
and Jimmy, you're right. If he doesn't want to be here, sayonara, buddy.
Hey, Jeremy, OU's a hard basketball school to coach at.
I don't want to hear that.
It is.
It's a very easy school to coach at.
You're ridiculous, man. You are unbelievable.
All you got to do is make the tournament and everyone's happy. Make the tournament and everyone's happy.
Is that what you want to do, is just make the tournament?
OU fans do.
How?
Every OU fan is happy if they make the tournament.
Jeremy, OU fans are fickle when it comes to OU men's basketball, period.
Put a good product out there. They won't be as fickle.
That's baloney. UCF last Saturday had their crowd was unbelievable. They're not any good. Hey,
beat OU.
Love it. Love it. Love Nick Saban on game day. I think he'll be great.
Yeah, everyone knew this is what Nick Saban was going to do.
Yeah.
He's going to now make a buku amount of money.
Yep. That's right. Hey, why don't we got everyone on here? FanStop. See the logo there, bottom right. Go to fanstop.com, sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. Use code SURGE. You'll get 10% off your first 3 months. And let me tell you, I've talked to a few different people from our lives that have ordered this product. They love it. So great shirts, great looking shirts. Okay, wideout number 1. There's been a few. Have we answered it? No. I was waiting until Jeremy got on here. Jeremy, who's wideout number 1?
I'm going to go Deion Burks 1.
Wide receiver 1, Deion Burks. I say Nick Anderson.
And what do you mean by wide receiver 1, though? Are you talking about who's going to play outside?
No, I mean, who's the best wide receiver on the team?
I think it's Deion Burks.
I think Nick Anderson or Andrew Anthony. And there it is, Sooner fan. I'm 100% in agreement with you. I don't know how you could think otherwise.
So now you're questioning my thinking?
No, I'm just saying those two guys, I think.
I like Anderson too, but I'm not going to say by a mile like Mez.
Why? He's almost – was he not a freshman All-American? I believe he was.
Are you saying why am I not saying by a mile? Because I think Jackson Arnold's going to spread the ball around a whole lot.
But that's not the question I'm asking is who catches the most balls.
Well, I asked what your question was for then.
Who's wide receiver 1 in your opinion? It's not that
You're going to have to tell me what that means. Are you talking about who's going to play outside?
Are you kidding me? I'm not explaining what wide receiver 1 means.
Well,
everybody on here knows what wide.
You just said it's not the guy with the most catches, dude.
Nobody on this chat has had a problem answering that question. Nobody.
Well, I said Deion Burks, and you questioned me.
I said I think Anderson and Anthony. And I don't know how other people. Most people are saying the same thing. Anderson.
Jason.
Yeah, I don't understand.
All right, whatever. I'll just get off here. I'm done with it because I'm so tired of you, Jay.
Wow. Hunter
you just said I don't know how anyone can say Anderson or Anthony. You're dumb.
All right, move on. Hey, Anthony is coming back off the injury. That's my only concern with him, really. He was having an outstanding year last year. Yeah, Sooner fan answered it. Wide receiver 1 is the most productive wide receiver.
So it is the most catches and stuff. Okay. Jay, you're wrong.
Washington better than Duke in softball.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, Matt says Anthony for him. Anthony was having an outstanding year last year. He would have been wide receiver 1 last year. He was till he got injured.
In my opinion, choosing Anthony over Burks is even more of a question mark.
Hey, I got to say something about this NIL stuff. I have to. It's been bothering me. And maybe we'll wait till later in the show to go over this. Let's keep it at wide receiver. But
Anthony, Matt, Anthony was arguably the best before the injury. Key word is that prepositional phrase before the injury because you just don't know. It's cloudy.
That's true. But nobody knew last year he was going to be that good.
And Deion Burks was proven at Purdue. It's not like we don't know what we're getting here.
Yeah, Braden says Burks. Braden, happy birthday, by the way. Hey, Matt, glad you're joining us tonight. Appreciate you back. Missed you lately. Ron Brown hasn't gotten one single offer for any NIL dollars. Hey.
Have you given any? That's what all the people want to know.
That's part of the thing I was going to get to was
Selwyn, first off, thanks for being a Sooner Surge Unlimited member. If you're not one, get on board. Jeez, come on. Appreciate all you guys that are on there. It's a great chat. Listen, Thompson was making fun of the college football tweet or something that came out that I don't remember the Fox. It listed the 10 fastest wide receivers in the nation. And Thompson wasn't on there. And his Twitter post was, geez, there's 10 guys faster than me? ?
Hey, and let me say something. This is part of what I was going to get into, Hunter. When you hear people talk about fans need to give more money, fans need to pony up. We need to be paying as much of other schools. I'm just going to be flat out honest. I have a problem with it. And I don't think that's where the income should be coming from. To me, it should. Oh, Jeremy left us. Guess I pissed him off. Hey, I don't agree with fans having to give money. What's that going to lead to is when team starts playing bad, you're going to pull all the money out. It's not feasible. It's not the way it should work. That's not what NIL is. NIL is name, image, likeness. You want to get more NIL, then maybe you have more companies advertise with players in their commercials. The way it's supposed to be done. Name, image, likeness. And I'm sorry, if it's fans to donate the money, if that's what this is, then you can't believe anything you see on any social media, on any YouTube, nothing. You can't believe any dollar amount they're telling you, because in reality, they're probably undershooting it so they can get more money donated. So that's all I got to say. Because if they say, well, Georgia's getting 8 million and OU's getting 5 million, OU needs to pony up and do more. Guys, that's just a sales game, is it not? I mean, you can't. When is the TV money going to go to these schools? When is the revenue from what the players are doing going to these schools? Why is it putting it on the fans? I have a problem with it. I just do. I'm a fan. I'm not, and I'm not saying I wouldn't donate any money, but I just that the whole thing of fans need to give more money. OU's not going to be good if fans don't give money. That's bull. That's bull. That's baloney, Hunter. If I hear that again, OU needs to go 8-4, 9-3 next year, so the fans will pony up and give more money. That's not, to me, that's not how this works.
That's
not long term.
The issue with NIL is it hasn't been name, image, likeness like it was intended to be.
That's right.
It's pay model and all of that, and it's just a lot of it, in my opinion, is like emotional manipulation, because sports fans are some of the most, I think it's fair to say, emotional people out there.
But you want your most emotional people giving money.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
it's rightfully so. Like, fans should absolutely want their team to win, but they shouldn't be, that everyday fan should not be the one having to donate the money so that your team can win.
It's stupid. And
another
Hunter,
thing,
you can stay on here. Hey,
listen. Go ahead.
Someone said where I went. Sorry, Dad called. He's welcome back. Yeah, he's in the hospital, so I wanted to answer it to see what was going on. But listen, sorry I got off here for a second. Listen, the whole NIL stuff. Someone mentioned here about we have too many coaches or too many staff. That was mentioned by the guy in charge of OU's NIL.
But my issue with that is it's supposed to be separate money. Like, you have money designated for coaches. The Board of Regents votes on it every single year. They approve the contracts. They approve it from Brent Venables all the way down to your lowest level of an analyst, a grad analyst. Like, that's accounted for, and it always has been. Like, NIL is different. I think you could take away some of the revenue that the school brings in because of ticket sales, jersey sales, all of that stuff, sales within just the sport, and put it to the NIL.
That's what I'm saying, Hunter. If I buy a Danny Stutzman jersey.
Yeah, then that's what it's supposed to be. That's what's so weird about it all, is like that part of it. I don't think enough people talk about it, like the true intentions of name, image, and likeness.
Look what Mess says. SEC NIL model is $10 to $20 large-scale fan-base participation as their foundation of the NIL collective for their 85-player roster. Players still can earn NIL direct with company sponsorships.
Hey, but there's not enough players seeking sponsorships and NIL stuff in the football world, because listen,
they don't have to. They don't have to.
That's what I'm getting ready to say, because they don't have to, because they're getting paid out the wazoo. These other sports have to go try to make a name for themselves. No football player really has to do that.
And here's the problem. It's going to lead to a massive mess when either teams lose and I freaking donated this amount of money. Get that coach out of there. I'm the one giving you the money. You got to fire him. Guys, it's not that far down the road. when a donor tells you who to hire and who to fire.
I mean,
It's
it's
happening.
the Wild West. There's really no regulations. Hopefully,
And
some
Hunter,
can
do you
come from it. Brian Bedford was on here a few weeks ago. He's a lot smarter than we are on all of it, and he proposed a lot of things that, thinking about it, it's like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. Hopefully, action is eventually taken to implement some of the things he suggested.
it's got to be fixed. It's got to
It's
be.
not.
Huh?
It's not going to be.
I think it will fairly soon. The
Matt,
restraining order, the temporary one, didn't get granted in the Tennessee-Virginia case, but they're still going to go to a hearing on it where a restraining
they're
order.
not going to get punished.
Well, part of them not getting punished is what would lead to enforcers being passed down, some sort of regulations being made, maybe treat the players as employees, a CBA, all of that stuff.
And let me say something about this, Sooner fan. Thank you for that comment. I appreciate it. But let me say something. I would not even be saying this at all if it was name, image, likeness. If a player got money off what they sold and what they did, what they advertised, they should get that right away. I'm saying off people that are the collectives giving them money a certain year, that needs to go into something where they can't touch. That needs to be something where they leave the school, they get it. I just think, yes, if you're using your name, you're selling jerseys, you're on a commercial, maybe Raising Cane's has you, and that you do advertisement for them, that money's yours. Give it to the player. They deserve it. They're doing it. But this whole just dropping money on a kid, I don't think they should be able to get it right away. I just don't.
Jay, you know my thoughts, and I agree with you. It's just not going to change it. Unfortunately, it's snowballed because originally it was like the Raising Cane's thing. That is exactly how it was, but it's not now. It's snowballed. It's a snowball effect. And when you snowball things, you get things that spiral out of control, and that's where we're at right now. And Selwyn, appreciate that comment.
And let me say something. Other than maybe Missouri and maybe Ole Miss, haven't heard a whole lot from Ole Miss, but I would say every other school, OU included, every school out there, whatever they're saying is their NIL fund for the year, they're lowballing it. Because, listen, the whole fact of sales is I want more sales, correct? So if Alabama's saying, yeah, last year we used $8 million on NIL, I think it's probably, although Brian Bedford was on here and said the numbers are higher than lower than what you think. So I don't know which one to believe. Do you?
Yeah, and Mez is dropping the numbers that was on I think it was the
Okay,
OU Insider.
real
Jason.
quick, I want to get to this. This is something I want to talk about. Hey, you know what? I put all those numbers in on the spreadsheet, Mess. I did this. I'm not going to show it all today on the
They don't add up, Jay.
But I plugged it all in. If going off those numbers, OU couldn't have got anybody out of the portal.
Which tells me, Jay, and again,
right? Am I wrong?
You're right, Jay. And what this tells me is we've been fed false information that when people say, well, OU, they could have got who they wanted out of the portal, but they didn't want them. That's a lie then.
I don't know. I don't know about NIL. I'm just saying if you plug those numbers in, you could average it out. He said $45,000 for 85 players. Hunter's sitting here saying 115 players.
Look,
add that.
You know what I'm going to say
right now, Jeremy. Get your calculator. Go 85 players times.
I can't. I'm on my phone for the live, Jay.
Do you know what 85 times 46,000 is for each player? It's like 3.9 million.
Okay.
They said they spent $4 million on NIL last year.
That's right at it then.
So everybody got $45,000.
Everyone got 26,000. Average.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. I don't.
And Hunter says if you paid 115, it'd be about 34,000 per player and kind of averaging. OU coaches are playing it careful, right? Look at Texas A&M, Florida State. Aren't those in shambles? Yes. And we'll see if Ole Miss follows that, Missouri. But
Listen, I agree with that, and I think OU is doing it the right way. I'll say that again.
Absolutely, they are.
They are doing it the right way. I'm not saying they're not. But what I'm saying is,
will the right way be the winning way? That's the question.
That's what you got to say. And if you're not getting guys out of the portal, if they're going to Ole Miss because they're getting $2 million a year, OU fans cannot expect to get anybody out of the portal if we're doing it this way. Correct? If OU's doing it this way, and they're not going to sacrifice, we've talked about it many times, they're not going to sacrifice giving a guy $2 million a year. I mean, if you got one player $2 million, that's half your NIL money for the whole year.
Somehow teams are doing it, which I don't know how. And I'm sorry, paying Dylan Gabriel $1 million minimum is the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my life. I'm sorry. It's Jeremy, the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my life.
Jeremy, if you got offered to go teach somewhere else for that much money, should I call you absurd? No.
Do not start talking about this.
Jeremy, it's the going rate for a quarterback in the college.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Name another quarterback that got $1 million.
Any of the big schools, Ohio State, Georgia, all of them pay quarterbacks very well.
You think Will Howard got $1 million, Jay?
I think Will Howard got plenty of money. Okay. Yes, I do.
I beg to differ.
Jeremy, even Matt Rule said it, Jeremy, $1 million.
Then why in the world would Jackson Arnold stay here?
So this is a good point, man.
Answer the question.
What?
Why in the world would Jackson Arnold stay here then, Jay?
Jeremy, I do not get into guys.
If Will Howard's getting $1 million and Dylan Gabriel's getting $1 million, why would anyone stay at a school if you're only
Jeremy,
getting
I think any player that stays at a school like Danny Stutzman and Billy Bowman, it's a character, it's a culture. That's why they're staying. You cannot tell me right now, Danny Stutzman went in portal, he would have got a lot more money. Would he have?
Jay, the word that we were given.
Answer the question.
The word we were given was Danny Stutzman did get paid a lot more money to stay here.
But would he have got more money by hitting the market?
Possibly.
Jeremy, the portal pays big time, dude.
I think you guys are kidding yourself. I'm sorry, Bobby. I don't think Cam Ward got $1 million. I don't believe Dylan Gabriel got $1 million. That's just me.
Hey, Jeremy.
Exactly, the hub. How do we know where they're getting $1 million? I don't have their bank account just because some guy says they're getting $1 million. Come on.
I think it's widely known that the quarterbacks, those top 10 quarterbacks, got paid really well.
Top 10 got $1 million. Okay.
I don't know about $1 million, but all of them got pretty good money.
They're not even good quarterbacks, Jay.
Oh, stop. They're good quarterbacks.
They're not $1 million good, I promise you.
Dylan Gabriel wasn't a good quarterback last year?
I said they're not $1 million good.
Dylan Gabriel wasn't a good quarterback last year?
Yeah, he was good. That's what he was. He was good. I'm not going to talk about this again.
And
you're right, Michael. Maybe his folks raised him with character. Because these other guys that are just jumping ship, according to Michael, and I would agree, no character.
Here's what it comes down to. And I think this is what OU is preaching too with the culture is, listen, it's not about your instant gratification in college, 1 to 2 years. It's about your long-term success in the NFL. And I'm not saying, like, obviously, Dylan can go to Oregon and make long-term success too. I'm just saying a lot of guys, maybe it means more to stay where you're at, build the friendships, build the team, try to win a natty.
I agree, Jason. OU is doing it the right way. We got to see if the right way will be the winning way. I absolutely think it is going to be the winning way because chasing money does not get you anywhere. I'm all for what BB is doing. I'm all for guys being loyal as far as players. Okay? But I'm going to answer Chuck. And Chuck, you may not like me right now. Sorry. Maybe back to hug time, like back in the good old days. But I don't give a rip what everyone says how much people are getting. Don't care. I don't care. Ooh, everyone says it. Does that make it right? Does that make it accurate? Because everyone's on board? Because all these people on Twitter are saying it? No.
Maybe I don't get a rip what you say.
Good.
Okay.
Sorry. Just because people and talking heads say someone got $1 million. Because, Jason, we had a guy on this program who said those numbers are way inflated. So not everyone's saying those numbers.
But you're ripping people that are a little more connected, and here you
a little more connected than who?
Yeah. Hey, Meth says Mess says Josie is asking OU fans to move to the SEC model. Listen, I have no problem. Now, I'm going to say this because I bashed the fans having to pay. Okay, I get it. But if you wanted to tell me, hey, the model, what we're asking for the SEC, like he said earlier, $10 every OU fan. I don't have a problem doing $10 for like as a, hey, this is going to. But what I'm saying is the people are saying we're donating thousands, we're donating millions of dollars to the institution. That's what I have a problem. And that's what's happening at some of the other schools. Look at Missouri, $62 million. One person, one company, whatever. What I'm saying is if you're asking fans to, we're not, if you say every fan give $10, right? People do that for insider boards, okay? If you want to have fans do a $10 donation for every fan to do $10, to me, that's not a problem. It's when you're asking for more and more and more. That's where I have a problem.
It's all ridiculous. Hey, I know some people have asked about the Sooner Surge Unlimited member. Hunter will drop in the link. I know there are some people who have asked, and we've tried to drop those in the comments of videos, but Hunter will put it right here. If you want to be a Sooner Surge Unlimited member, click the link. I did see Buddy Hield got traded to the Sixers. The Thunder got it. The Thunder got a great pickup in Gordon Hayward. Hey, the Caden Green stuff, Jay.
Yeah.
It can't be true that OU matched them, as Eric said.
And look what Hunter says here. 85,000 fans, $10 a month is 10.2 mil. I think it's all in how you approach it. And I think SEC does this really well. I'll say this. When you go to their games, I've seen it across their Jumbotron. It's like, hey, be a part of the whatever. If you have if it was Crimson and Cream Collective, be a part of it. Really put together nice, whatever, $10 a month. I don't have a problem donating $10 a month to help OU out and to help the school, institution, whatever. To me, it's when you're saying, guys, you're not giving enough money. OU's got to step up. That's when I have a problem with it. That's when I have a problem. And I know, Ron, OU's making money. And that's...
Hey, listen, there's confusion here. OU matched Caden Green's request. They didn't match what Missouri was giving him. They met the initial request is what the word was. And then that request was presented at a higher level from Missouri. OU obviously didn't match that. No.
Well, and face facts here with Missouri. They're paying a lot of money for players. If I'm a player, and if Caden Green's wanting to shop the market, where's he going to go first to shop? Missouri.
Matt, do you have a site where everyone can give $10 a month? Is that what that is? What are you saying? Donate to you? Apparently Missouri paid 5 times more than the request. Yeah,
that's what the video.
not going to play that game, and I don't have a problem with it. Again,
well, you can't pay that game if you go off their NIL funds, right?
Right. And
okay, I mean,
Jay, look, whether or not they have the money, don't want to pay the money, I don't care. I like the way OU's doing it. Time is going to tell. I know you're being sarcastic, man. I was just teasing you back. But
I would take 1 million. I would take less than I take 100,000. Okay, let me ask this question, and because we've had this conversation about NIL, and we said the fans should not be forking out the money. Who on here? I want to know who on this live right now agrees with fans paying for NIL. If you agree with that, I want you to put yes in here. I want to see who agrees with it.
They don't. And Jay, Chuck, I got to reverse this back on you, Chuck, and I'm sorry, but how do we know they're giving that kind of money, Jerm? You're the one that just said everyone's giving $1 million for DG. Everyone's saying it. Now you're questioning how they're giving that money.
Jeremy, you cannot question it and then say that they're giving this money. Nobody knows. It's all hearsay.
That's what I said. No one knows how much these quarterbacks are getting.
But you're saying DG didn't get that.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, you just said DG. Okay. Oh gosh.
I don't have to believe it because everyone says it, Jay.
Jeez.
I'll tell you this. If someone paid $1 million for 1 year of Will Howard or Dylan Gabriel, they're idiotic. I'm going to use my language here. They're absolutely ridiculous.
Hey, Matt says he's okay paying it if he gets benefits. So what would the benefits be? A natty? Would you be okay paying it if OU wins a natty?
It's not a benefit to you.
Well, it's a benefit as an OU fan. It would be to me to win a natty. I'll tell you that right now.
You can't say, here, I'll pay this and then go win a natty. Yay. That's not how this thing works, Jay. You got to win football games.
Hey, CS Land, I agree.
This is absurd.
What is?
All this.
What is absurd? You're absurd.
All of that, dude.
You're absurd.
Hey,
Jeez.
I'm going to pay $10. Win me a natty. It'll be well worth it. Give a rip.
Loud noise.
Chuck,
What do you
Chuck,
mean?
I don't know. I'm basing it on what people said. I don't know how much he was given. Jeremy, 100% right. Those are the numbers I like to hear. Thank you.
100% right on what?
Everything, Jay. It's
Now-
stupid.
Now, Matt, I kind of like if you did, but they do that somewhat when they say you do this, you can go meet the player.
Can't do that. You'd have to vet people.
No.
People didn't even want Jeff Levy's father-in-law on the sideline.
Wow, are we going there?
I'm serious.
Are we going there?
Jason, people
Jeremy,
didn't want Jeff Levy's
Jeremy.
father on the sideline, but we're saying, hey, I should be on any fan should be on the sideline. That is
Don't
unbelievable.
go there, dude. Hey, Matt, what I'm saying is right now they offer that with like some of the collectives. You can meet the players. Is that not what you're talking about?
You can do that.
That's what they offer right now. My whole problem is the way it's worded where OU fans just aren't stepping up to the plate. That's what I don't like. I mean, and maybe they're not, but then let's get it more organized in a way that's better to do it, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
We won
I just
7
think we've
natties
heard-
and didn't get a thing. That's right.
Here's my thing. I just think, doesn't the school, especially teams like OU football, don't they make enough money where some of that should go back into NIL or something? Revenue?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not a finance guy at all. I don't know. All I care about is winning football games, Tyler says.
Thank you, Tyler. Thank you. I agree with that.
I agree with that,
But
too.
I also want to win football games the right way with good culture. And I'm sorry. I know you're not, in my opinion, and I'm going to say this again and probably, again, make people mad. I'm fired up right now. Oregon's culture is not good. How about that?
You don't know that.
If you're paying that quarterback $1 million,
You don't know
I'm
that.
ticked unless I'm getting $1 million.
You don't know that at all, so stop. You're not there. You're not on the coach's staff.
My opinion, Jay.
Mess says $300 a ticket. You can meet players. They posted this on Twitter this month.
I'm not blocking for a guy getting $1 million if he's average or above average, and I'm getting 56,000 blocking. Sorry.
So,
And if you think you would, Jay, that's a problem.
Jeremy, in your jobs field, somebody may get paid more than you.
You're not supposed to talk about it, Jay, yet these numbers are posted everywhere.
Nobody's put the exact number.
If everyone in the
Nobody's
world
put the
knows
number
he's got
out
$1
there.
million, because apparently everyone knows it, then surely his own players know it, Jay.
Nobody's put their
His own
number.
teammates know it.
Right? Now this is the problem you have when fans donate money is if player sucks, then they're going to hear about it and it's going to be really bad.
That's what I'm referring to. And I don't know why you brought up all this NIL talk anyway.
Jeremy, I can bring up whatever I want to bring up, and so you bring up stuff all the time.
Sure can.
Don't try to tell me what I can and can't bring up. Jeez. Okay. Talk about something else, Jeremy, if you want to talk about something else.
No, because it'll go haywire, I'm sure. You got a trivia tonight, Jay?
I do.
Let's hear it.
All right. Super Bowl Sunday coming up. I don't know who everybody's got, but Chiefs going back-to-back, trying for it anyway. I just want to know the last year a team won a back-to-back Super Bowl. See if anybody can get this. Check that out, Hunter. Check what out? What is he asking you to check out? Mess there. And Chuck says that, Jeremy, if you love the game, you would do it. So.
Whatever.
It is the Patriots, but what year? Man, you're close, Michael. I thought it was 03-04. I see a lot of 04-05.
Hey, And listen, Ron brings up about teachers leaving Arkansas. Look, here's what I say, Chuck. Chuck, I'll say this. You say, Germ, if you love the game, you would. And I think what you're saying, Chuck, is, Germ, if you love the game, you would still block and do all that. Yeah, I would do my job, but at some point, I would be done with it. Because it's not right. If I'm going to every workout, right? If I'm playing in every game, if I'm blocking for the guy who's getting paid the million, then I should get as much money. In my opinion, that's how it works. And that's why I think OU's doing it the right way. How about that?
Colorado was Shadur's prime example. What about Eric's question? Eric's an unlimited member. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate you for doing that. Jeremy, do you think Jackson Arnold is the biggest question mark going into 24 since you like the offensive line additions?
I love the offensive line additions. I don't think Jackson Arnold's the biggest question mark.
Well, then what is?
I think the biggest question mark,
what else could it be?
I think it's a combo.
What's the biggest question mark? The word term biggest question mark means one thing.
I still think it's offensive line. I love what they did, but you got a new center, you got everything across the offensive front is different, including the quarterback. So both.
Edge rushers, I see a lot of edge rushers. BV and Jackson Arnold. Defensive line. What is that above your ear, Jason? I don't know what he's talking.
I don't see anything, but
there's a TV screen behind me. Maybe it's glare. Matt says, did Jalil Farouk be on the short leash after last bowl game?
I don't even need to answer that, Matt. If you've watched any of our episodes, you know Jeremy's take on this.
Yeah, Woolard. I think Woolard's going to be pretty good. I do. And
hey, Jay,
Randy says
you brought it up, so I'm going to bring it up with you, Jay. If you have a coworker, or let's just say someone above you gets paid more than you, who does absolutely nothing, isn't very good at his job, do you
happens all the time? Happens all the time.
And you love it, right?
What do you mean?
You love it, don't you?
I love what?
You love it when that happens, don't you?
You know what? I could care less, really, in my job, what other people do, as long as I'm doing my job. So
I agree. I would do my job, but it would create culture issues.
Ethic. It's called work ethic. If I have work ethic,
okay. If you're implying,
I may be upset that other people are making more than me, but you know what? I'm going to do my job best of my ability. That's what I was raised to do.
Okay. I'm getting very ticked off right now.
Oh, gosh. Of course you are.
To act like you're questioning work ethic. First off,
you asked me a question and I answered.
You know my work ethic, and I know Hunter does as well, and everything. The point is, it creates issues, and people talk about it within the organization. That's my point.
I know it creates issues. It always will. And
young adults are more likely to act on emotion as well. That's right, Purple Orca. You can't tell me players. If players know how much everyone's getting, that's a problem.
You can't tell me that Oregon, whoever, anybody going after these top quarterbacks didn't know these guys were going to get paid. You can't tell me that the players on OU's team, seeing the 24 class coming in and some of these defensive linemen, isn't it also based off, I think OU does it the right way, though, but how can you – we just heard them talk about OU's players. Some make 26, some make 46, whatever. So a guy that never plays and makes $26,000, you think they're going to be jealous of a guy like David Stone coming in making more?
I don't know, Jay.
Is that a culture issue, Jeremy? Answer the question.
Do I think they're going to be upset?
Is that a culture issue?
I think it can – the key word was create culture issues.
So you think the players that are making the base are upset with the players coming in for 24 class, or are they about the team and saying we need some big
not if I'm a guy who never plays, I don't care. They should make more than me. If I'm a guy busting my butt every day on the offensive line.
Okay, so Jeremy, so let me get back to this then. So Dylan Gabriel going to Oregon, the third string quarterback shouldn't be mad because he expected a guy to come start, right?
Yeah, I was talking about the offensive line starters.
No, you were talking about Dylan Gabriel, is what you're talking about.
And the guy's blocking for that guy.
But what I'm saying is, it's called a rating system. They have rate cards, and the best players make the most money. And that's the way OU's doing it. So what's wrong with that?
In my opinion, Jay.
You can't pay everybody the same amount in NIL, dude. Can't happen.
Well, Jay, this make sense. This make sense for me, Jay.
Jeez.
Make this make sense for me. If I'm paying a quarterback $1 million because he's better than every player on the team, right, Jay? Right?
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Dylan Gabriel. If I'm paying Dylan Gabriel $1 million, I'm the CEO of Nike, whoever you want to say it is. I'm in charge of Oregon Collective. I'm paying him $1 million, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why would the guys who's protecting, their sole job is to protect the guy who's had injury problems, why would they not get a lot of money? That's my issue. They're protecting the main dog.
Why does Patrick Mahomes make more than offensive linemen in the NFL?
Well, Patrick Mahomes, it goes and buys them all.
Why do quarterbacks and wide receivers make more than the offensive linemen in the NFL?
Left tackle is one of the highest paid positions.
Answer the question.
Left tackle is one of the highest paid positions.
Why do running backs make the least in the NFL? And they get injured more than anybody. Why, Jeremy?
I don't know why you're talking about running backs.
You brought it up.
I talked about a lineman for that.
But why in the NFL do running backs get paid less than everybody?
Okay.
Answer the question, Jeremy.
What's the question?
What?
What's
you can't
the
compare
question?
Offensive linemen to a quarterback.
I absolutely can't.
No, you can't.
Okay, I won't then. So there was no question. You didn't ask it.
There are some tackles that get paid really well, dude.
Because they should. Why do they get paid so well, Jay?
Okay, but you are.
Why do they get paid so well, Jason?
It's a position in need.
Because they're protecting the main dog,
It's a position in need. It's a big position on the team.
You can't handle the truth.
You don't handle the truth. You don't know the truth. Jeez.
Okay, whatever. Okay.
Whatever, man.
You know, and for people to sit on here and say that my DG hate is unbelievable. Okay, first off, you're highly mistaken to say it's a DG hate.
Don't back it up, Jeremy.
He's not worth $1 million. Sorry. I'll say it every single day, every game they play. He's not worth $1 million. Sorry. Second of all, it's not hate. I think DG was a class act, is a class act. I can say DG is a class act and not worth $1 million, buds.
Are you done? Purple says DG's worth $1 million. Listen, here's the facts of the matter, okay? With the going rate in the portal of what it supposedly was, he got what he deserved. Jeremy, he did. If you're going to pay these other guys that amount, DG deserves it. So you may not like what he got paid. You could go any sport, these guys that get paid a lot of money, and you could say that's too much money. Yes,
Chuck's
okay,
right.
But it's based off the going rate for that position. The going rate for a transfer portal quarterback in the top 5, and DG was ranked in the top 5 in the transfer portal, Jeremy.
Chuck got me. He didn't get $1 million. That's right. I forgot. My fault. You got me, Chuck. Good job, Chuck.
Yeah, right. That's right, Chuck. Jeremy's all over the place tonight. All over.
Okay, yeah.
What?
Hey, do you think Shadur should be making $5 million, Jay?
Heck no.
Okay, neither do I. So I can say that. Should his linemen get paid as much as him?
No.
I bet he wished they did. Maybe they didn't block for his butt because he was getting $5 million. They were getting $60,000. How about
Jeremy,
that?
Let me say this: we're sitting here we're talking about
How about that?
Wow. We're talking about NIL money, and you're talking about Shadur Sanders. Name one person that goes to the Colorado football game for an offensive lineman or to watch Shadur Sanders. Answer it.
So confused.
Answer the question. Why do most people go to Colorado and even talk about Colorado? What name do they use all the time?
Well, I thought it was so they could win the game for Dion. Yeah.
But what do most people say? It's Shadur.
No, it's Dion.
Why?
It's Dion. It's Dion. It's not Shadur. It's Dion.
Hey, by the way, Lori.
He's
Lori,
coming.
Lori. I think some people are getting this confused. I am not saying DG. I wouldn't pay DG $1 million. What I'm saying, listen clearly, guys. The going rate for the quarterbacks, he got what he deserved in portal. Yes or no, Jeremy?
It's all wrong. Yes, it's all wrong.
Did he? Did he get what he should have got in the portal?
No, but here's why, Jay. How do you know that's the going rate? Like, where have you seen that's the going rate?
Well,
no, I'm serious. I'm asking. Is there a rate card somewhere?
No,
$1 million for any transfer.
Well, I don't know. Why do you listen to anybody on any sports, ESPN or anything then? Okay.
I wouldn't pay money for wins. Purple Orca, I don't pay for wins. You earn wins.
Jeremy, NIL day is upon us. You have to pay some money.
OU's doing it the right way.
But OU's paying money. They're paying guys more than other guys. I think that's the biggest thing I have tonight is you're on this culture thing. I get it. But how does it work at OU with guys getting paid more than other guys, but not at other schools?
It's the amount, Jason. It's to an extreme. It's comparing. Okay, yeah, if this guy gets a little more than me, he might deserve it. When you're getting $1 million, I think it changes things, saying it creates issues. That's
I
all
agree.
I'm saying.
When you go like
it's extreme.
Yes. Where's Dalpo's question? What does DG rank amongst quarterbacks? Let's debate that. Let's end it with this tonight.
Oh,
I
really?
agree. Yeah, Matt Roll. Before we answer Dalpo's, I want to get Matt Bingham here. Matt, you're dead on with this. That's right. And I think we can all agree with that on here. The OU's doing it the right way. The question will be, will it equal championships? That's the thing.
USC did have it illegal.
Now get back to Dalpo's question, Hunter, if you can. Can't find it. But Germ, where would you rank DG among quarterbacks?
Are you talking about current quarterbacks in
probably
college
quarterbacks
football?
that were in the portal? Probably top 5. Purple Orca says.
No. I think the question was where would we rank him next year?
Top 5. Purple Orca says.
No, he's not a top 5 quarterback next year.
Current quarterbacks.
No, not next year. He's not. I don't think so, but that's just me.
Where would you rank him?
I mean, he may be 8 to 10.
That's pretty,
what are
that's
we ranking
pretty highly
by?
ranked
Yards?
quarterback.
Yards? Are we ranking him by natties? Because he's not going to win one of those.
Once again, we're just ranking them best quarterbacks, Jeremy.
Well, he's not a best quarterback. Sorry.
Where would you rank him? 8?
I already
9?
said 8 to 10, maybe.
That's pretty highly ranked with all the.
Where would you rank him, Jay?
Huh?
Where would you rank him?
In the.
Let me just ask you a player, and you tell me who you take.
I would say
Jackson
this.
Dart or DG.
Ooh, that's a toss-up to me.
Jackson Arnold or DG.
I like Arnold better. Yes.
Quinn Ewers or DG.
Man, I think yours is a better talent.
Look at Hunter. Hunter's ridiculous.
Yours is a better talent.
Jeez. Hunter says DG on everyone. God or DG? Put DG down, Hunter. You probably will. Jeez.
Why can't Hunter have an opinion about DG? He thinks DG's good.
Over Quinn Ewers? I was surprised Hunter did that. That's all I'm saying. Hunter was saying DG through everything.
I think DG's hit his top. I think Quinn Ewers can get better. I think Quinn Ewers is a better quarterback.
Yeah, I'd say DG's peaked.
Hey, before we get off here.
Hey, I've lost my mind tonight, guys. Sorry. I've lost my mind. It's my bad. Maybe I'll have it back tomorrow.
Hey, you see it rolling across the bottom there, the FanStop. Go to fanstop.com. Use code SURGE. Get 10% off your first 3 months. And get signed up quickly because March, you got St. Patty's Day. Probably going to have that green shirt out, I'm betting. It's a great, great product, great shirt. I mean, just unbelievable shirt, different design every month, different shirt, even different colors. Be a part of it. Fanstop.com, code Surge. Chuck says, Germ, you're not grading his papers anymore. Bobby says, Sanders, wait, you take Shadur over DG? I think I take DG, Bobby. Beck, Ewers, Milton, Van Dyke.
Laughable. It's laughable to DG Love, though. It's laughable. Like, I want you right now, any Sooner fan, to tell me 5 amazing throws he made last year. I'll wait. I'll be here all night. 5 amazing throws where you went, wow. I mean, I can think of 2 or 3 that Jackson Arnold made in the very few limits he played.
Do you have to make outstanding throws or just good throws?
5 against Texas. Name an amazing throw against, like he made 2 good plays.
I do think, let me say this before we get off here. I'll say that I do think Jeff Lebby made DG look better than he is. I think you'll see that in Oregon.
Absolutely.
I think Lebby, the system he ran, I think it was really good for DG.
Tell me a play where you went, wow.
Do that again.
Wow. Because Jackson Arnold did one in the bowl game when he scrambled off his back foot.
At the same time, good. Jackson Arnold had 6 turnovers, or total they did. 3 turnovers.
Yeah, he did, Jay. I just said wow plays. I want to know where the DG wow plays were.
I mean, I'm fine with the wow plays too, but you also have to have steady plays. And he was consistent, dude, for the most part.
He's been in college 8 years. Of course he better be.
Yeah.
Jeez. Hey, quick update on our dad, because I know people ask every night, and I appreciate you guys asking about our father. Was transferred back to the hospital tonight with possible infections in his foot. They're going to do some tests tomorrow. So appreciate prayers for him. Not in a good situation, having to go back there and things. But thanks for asking. You guys always ask about our father. Appreciate the prayers in that. Eric says, Jackson Arnold made me say wow, then followed up with interceptions. Yeah, sure did.
Dude, you know what we should do? We should get Jeremy a DG jersey to wear on here one day. That would be amazing.
Great God. I'll leave you with this. My birthday's the same as Jason's.
What?
My birthday's the same as yours, Jay. We're identical twins.
Oh, hey. And let me say this as we wrap up. We appreciate you guys very much, because this live would not work without y'all. And I'm just going to say there's not many other live shows that y'all are able to say, that y'all are able to communicate, chat, and we put up Hunter does an amazing job putting up as many comments as possible. And listen, we may say silly things, we may talk about NIL and fans shouldn't be paying for OU, but that's what we are. We're real passionate. We're fans. Y'all are fans. It's fun to talk to you. So appreciate you guys. It really means a lot. Y'all are on here on a daily basis with us. So appreciate it.
Yep, we'll see everyone tomorrow night. Listen, big OU softball game late night tomorrow night against the Huskies. Washington Huskies should be fun. We'll see everyone tomorrow night.